What's up with y'all, man? So, I want to talk about, success real quick. Not even success, but just believing in yourself in general. Before you can accomplish or achieve anything, you first have to believe that you can do it. You first have to see the vision of you accomplishing whatever it is that you want to accomplish. You first have to, you know, get your mind right before you can actually start achieving your goals, before you can actually start going towards whatever it is that you want to get into. So, for example, let's say that you're working on a new project and you don't know how it's going to turn out. The only thing you can do is actually start to work on your project. See, most people, they think that maybe if I just slack off, or let me rephrase that. People try to find a perfect moment or a perfect time to start on something or to work towards something. The thing is, there's no perfect time, there's no perfect moment. There's only a here, a now, and after, when you're working towards a project or when you're working towards something that will create success for you in the future. So the thing is you have to find a vision, or you have to find a motivation of why you're working on something and why you want to, excel or have a certain success in whatever it is that you are working towards. Now, there's going to be multiple days where you're not going to want to work on this project or whatever it is that you're working on, but you have to keep the bigger picture in your mind at all times. Now, there's going to be days that, like I said, you're not going to want to do it, but every day that you don't work is a day that you're failing. And you have to, anything that you want to work towards, you have to, I forgot what the word is, but you have to work every day towards whatever goal you have, or you're gonna run out of motion, or you're just gonna not gonna have that motivation. And every day that you slack off is a day that you're not gonna want to do something, and it just compounds. Every day, let's say, for example, every day that you don't go to the gym, that's another day that you don't want to, that you're gonna feel like not wanting to do it. So every day that you work towards your goal, every day that you work towards something, is a positive day, a day that you getting closer to that success that you're chasing. So some advice is do your research. If you want to be successful in something, you have to do research. You have to watch other people who are better than you. You have to find a way or find an influence to get to somewhere that you're trying to get to. Another tip is to work every day. You can take breaks, like maybe 1 or 2 days every now and then, so you don't burn out. If you don't know what burnout is when you work so hard that you don't feel like doing it anymore. Or you feel like something is meaningless, or you're just tired of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. That's why it's important to take breaks every now and then, so you don't have that burnout feeling, or you just feel like it's useless to work all the time. You just feel like, oh man, this is not getting anywhere, I'm gonna just stop doing it completely. So burnout is a feeling that happens a lot. It happened a lot with me during my progress with weight loss, or my YouTube channel, or just certain other things I've been working on, school, trying to educate myself, educate my mind. It happens a lot, so that's why it's important to take breaks, because when you take that break, then you have that refresh, that ability to learn again, that ability to see things differently, and you just have a clear clear mind to work on. So this is why it's very important to not have that burnout in whatever it is that you're trying to work on. Another tip is, well, first one is do your research, take breaks. Another one is keep your mind fresh. Try different things. So it's good to do the same thing over and over, but you're gonna have like a bro, I keep forgetting what these terms are, bro. You're gonna have a period of whatever it is that you're working on where you're just gonna be stuck. I forgot plateau. That's what it is. You're gonna have a plateau, and whatever it is that you're working on. So it's important to keep in mind of different other things that you could be working on, because when you hit this plateau, you're gonna have to change the way that you're working. You're gonna have to try different ideas so you can keep going up, because when you hit that plateau, if you don't change, you're just gonna go down. It's gonna be a downfall because people are used to you, or you're used to doing the same thing, or whatever it is that you're working on. People are used to seeing it, so you're not gonna make any progress if you just keep doing the same thing. You're gonna have to find new ideas to, stunt your growth, to keep going up, all the way up. Or otherwise, you're gonna have that burnout feeling again, and you're not gonna want to do it. So keep that in mind. Let's see, take breaks, try different things, surround yourself around people who are better than you. 4, keep trying, bro. Just keep trying. You're not gonna, most of the time, you're not gonna be successful in the first week you try something. You're not gonna be successful in the first time you try something. So all you can do is just keep trying until you get up there. Eventually you will get up there. Eventually you will, reach where you want to reach. Maybe not even reach where you want to reach, but you'll be better than where you are when you first started. So the only thing you can do is just keep trying, and just realize it's not the end of the world. Make it a hobby. Don't make it like a don't make it like an option. I mean, some people, it works for some people where if they don't, if this doesn't work out for them, then their life is over, blah, blah, blah. But that's going to be too stressful if you're just starting out. So make it like a hobby at first. Make it something where make it to where it's something that you look up to, or you're ready to do after, you have a full day at work, or just if you're bored or something like that. So at first, make it a hobby until you can make it into a full-time job or whatever it is. Because once it becomes your full-time job, that's when it's not fun anymore. So just make it as your escape, make it as your, your hobby or whatever it is that you want to make it into. Lastly, just try to have fun with it. This kind of correlates with number 4 as making it a hobby, but just try to have fun in whatever it is that you're doing, because if you can see the fun in it, that's when you'll have fresh ideas, that's when you'll make new ideas, that's when you'll make, more progress, because you won't see it as a job. Once you start seeing it as a job, that's when you'll be like, man, I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. So just try to make it as a fun hobby, and that's when you'll see your success. So that's just a few tips that help you get started, and best of luck.